Hi everybody, welcome to 30 Day Booty. My name is Tamara and it's day 29, so good for you for making this far. We've got a mixed bag of tricks today, and partially that's just because I'm trying to show you all the different ways you can work your glutes, give you some interesting stuff to work into your routine, and just keep engagement, your engagement and my engagement both. Secondly, it's good to work your body a variety of different ways. So because of the principle of specificity, your body gets used to what you do all the time. So if you do different stuff, your body will respond a little bit more. That's powering inefficiency of exercise to our advantage to building strength. So when I started this series almost a month ago, my intent was to make it through the whole series with just a band and one heavy weight. And as we've gone on through it, I've felt the need to add a little bit of this and that. So that's always up to you, and I want to make it affordable for you. But the other day, after having that heavy kettlebell on my lap, I realized I have a lap belt and I'm going to use it, so I want to just let you know what it is. It's kind of a neat piece of equipment. It's just a soft lap belt, and it's got this Velcro around it to which you can attach kettlebells or weight plates or dumbbells. So I'm taking advantage of mine today. You can definitely do that set with your weight on your hips, on your lap, and you can also do it without the weight if that's bothersome. So we're gonna do a few things today. I got the one heavy weight, there's my kettlebell. I got the bench because we're gonna do some hip thrusts, and we're gonna have a little bit of fun today. So let's get started. Take my big heavy weight belt back here, and I'm gonna set it out of the way for a second because we're gonna start with a set of squats. So I wanna start off just with a comfortable set of squats. We're just gonna come down and up, just nice and easy, just 10 of these, just to get yourself warmed up and prepared for the work. Breath in, breath out. Hips reaching back, knees reaching wide. This was one of our work sets early on this month, and now it's just our warm up. So hopefully you're feeling the effects of that added strength. Mostly, I just want to get some heat in your knees and your hips and your core, because our next set is going to be pistol squats. Now, pistol squats are hard as heck, and if you can do a big, full, proper pistol squat, please go ahead. I can do most of one on one leg, but I'm not going to show that to you. The higher the thing you're going to sit on, the easier that pistol squat is going to be to execute. So if that's not going to work for you, just keep your heel on the ground and just take this as kind of a sort of a front-loaded single leg squat. If you are able to lift that leg off the floor, even for half of that, if you want to use the heel to dig in and come back up again, go ahead. And if you can lift that foot up the whole time, all the better for your hip stability and strength. So I'm going to start with my weaker leg. I'm going to take my stronger leg and get it out in front. And I've got a couple of goals here. 1, breathe. 2, keep my chest up high. And 3, good posture. And then here's the one that I really want you to think about, because it's a little bit different than what we're usually looking for. I want you just to go very slowly and land quietly into that chair. And we're unloading, and then we're gonna lift it right back up. We're gonna do 10 of these on each side. If you're holding a weight, you can take that weight a little bit low and out in front of you, which will help. If you're able to, I'm not sure how well I'm gonna aim this, but you can really keep an eye on that knee and make sure it tracks over the foot the whole time, right? Because it wants to get wonky. All right, I think that was 3. I'm gonna finish this set. Slow descent, maybe a little power to get back up if you need it. These are hard, but I don't feel bad about it because it's day 29. And I know you're gonna skip as many as you need to, so it's okay. Sometimes that landing can be a little bit rough, but we're gonna try to keep it smooth. All right, here's 7, I think. 8. Nice and tight through the belly. Your back really wants that support. There's my bad landing. So I'll do this one. This will be my best one. Slow and controlled. Wow. All right, I'm gonna put that down just to give my hands a second of break. Shake it out. And now I'm gonna do it on the strong leg. All right, if that leg's floating, or heel down, or whatever you need. It's more important to stay safe through your range of motion than it is to do any particular exercise. The point is to do well enough that you want to come back and do it again, because it's cumulative. I think that was 5. Ooh, these are fun. 6. I don't know very many people that really like these. Except the people that can get all the way down and all the way back up again. That takes a lot of strength, that takes a lot of control, takes a lot of balance, a lot of ankle flexibility, a fair amount of bravery. Good. I think that was 10 and 10. I'm gonna set my kettlebell down because I'm done with it. And then our second set, you can use your kettlebell, you can use your dumbbell. I'm gonna use my lap belt for this one. So I've got my 2 20-pound weights that I'm gonna use this time. And I'm just gonna set that across my lap. The Velcro is strong, so even though those look precarious, they're pretty snug. Now I'm gonna move myself down so that my shoulder blades are on the bench. Head, I like to keep mine tucked down a little bit here, but you can bring your hands back, do whatever works for you that keeps your alignment nice and good. Legs are open reasonably wide, abdominals super tucked, right? Snatched waistline. We're gonna drop it down and then lift it up. Remember that your glutes, your glute max is also gonna work to open your knees at the top, so let's try not to do that too much. Try to keep your knees in alignment with your hips, and then just squeeze the heck out of those glutes. Just angry fists with the butt cheeks. If you have a higher bench, you can get a little bit more range of motion. I'm actually stopping when I feel them touch the ground there. So if I were doing this with kettlebells, they would touch the ground probably a little too quick. But if you're in a place where you have a little bit of a higher thing to rest on, you can do that. This is not a particularly high weight bench. I'm gonna do 20 of these. I think that was 8. You know how I am. I could really just do these all day. It's such a good builder. It's such a almost isolation. We'll never get isolation in that glute, but boy, this sure relies on that glute. Big, deep squeeze. You can lift a ton of weight too, because it's not a very big range of motion. It's a really nice chance to feel powerful. I'm just gonna do 4 more. You do 20 or you do as many as you feel like doing. Ah, so good. All right, I got one more thing to do, but first I'm gonna try to gracefully extract myself from nap, and then I'll take my weight belt off and set it down. Now, for our last set, we're actually gonna not use any weights, although if you have ankle weights, you could put that on for this. But we're gonna do a form of hydrants, but we're gonna lean on the bench this time. I'm gonna take my hands and lap them over the front a little bit so I don't get quite that much flexion at the wrist. And walk my feet nice and close, and then I'm gonna press a leg back and down. So this is just a nice big swing kick. We wanna try to not rely on momentum, but stop at the top and stop at the bottom. Very nice, and one more time. And now I'm gonna push back and I'm gonna bend that knee. So now I'm getting a little bit of abdominal and I'm just getting a slightly different experience in the glute. The cool thing about doing these on the bench rather than doing them down on the ground is this leg, the supporting leg, is getting a ton of really nice, comfortable stretch right here. I'm trying to do 10 each of these. I'm gonna do 3 more here, and 2, and 1. This isn't terribly hard work, but it's pretty nice after all that tough stuff that we just did. Gives you a little bit of bonus work. Here I'm lifting to the side. 8, 9, and 10, and I got 1 more for you. We're gonna lift out to that hydrant, extend to a kick, and bring it down. Boom. So good. Lots of stability in the core. Try to hold stability in your shoulders as well. I'm not doing a very good job with that because I keep turning to look at you. But if you can really square your shoulders off, all the better. Let's do that to the other side and then we'll be done, guys. Nice strong posture, flat back, tucked belly, relaxed shoulders, no white knuckles, and then bring it back and down. Good job, gang. I'm just gonna come to the other side. High production value. It's just me and my phone. Two more. Now bend that knee and push. Doesn't feel like nothing. Does not feel brutal. I was talking to a runner friend the other day who said he's going to do this series, so good job if you got this far. But this kind of work is so good for running. Hold it here, strengthening up that hip, activating that glute. So many runners are strong and powerful through the hamstrings and mushy and not active into the glute when they're running. So firing up that glute and letting it do its part is really good for you. Good, keep going. I have hair in my face. All right, last set. Up, out, in, and down. Tighten the belly, make sure you're breathing. 5, 6, 8. There. And bam. Wow, that was a lot of sets today. It was a really nice long workout again. That's all right. You're doing great. You're getting strong. I will see you tomorrow for day 30.